SST Milton Monday here, Coach V with Coach Jeff, continuing our talk about jerks and jerk training. Continue our talks about jerks today. So 2 accessory lifts we're going to talk about are pause jerks and then secondly bottom up jerks. So the purpose of a pause jerk is to work on that drive out of that bottom dip position. Ideally, you can do it about 80% close to maximal numbers for your jerk. You want to demo it, Jeff?
Sure.
So what Jeff's going to do is he's going to get into his front rack position. He's going to dip down, pause for a 1, 2, and drive up from there, punch out. Then, so it's a dip, pause, jerk. Things you might see people doing with these, it's not a huge deal, but it kind of defeats the purpose of that pause position where they dip down, and then on their way up, before they start coming up, they do a little redip. Basically, you're in that counter movement going again, so it kind of defeats that static position you're coming out of. So oftentimes we'll use pause jerks as in that progression system of continuing jerks. So we'll do our jerk dips, jerk drives, and then throw in some pause jerks to continue reinforcing that dip and drive.
Talk about reinforcing. I'll do something right, and I'll do something wrong.
Obviously, the first one was the right one. You got to a nice stable bottom position, drove straight up from there. The second one, you saw Jeff come down, and then before he went to go drive again, he dipped a little lower, and then exploded.
Redip.
So, second accessory movement we're going to talk about are bottom up jerks. So this is once again reinforcing the drive up from the bottom position of your dip. So basically, Jeff's going to get set up under the bar here. So he's going right off the blocks for this one. So he's in his drive, he's a little, and then he's going to jump up from there. First time you do these, they might feel a little awkward getting that timing down from the jump then to the split. So this might be a little too low for Jeff as well. Because watch, if you were to just pick up the bar and do his dip, so we want the bar to be resting on a platform that's high for him right now. Obviously this is a little too low for him, but we make use of what we got. Several instances where we might use this, these 2 accessory movements is when we're trying to reinforce that drive of the jerk. If someone's having problems coming straight up out of the dip, so they're kind of from there coming out forward, this would be a good thing to use.
So if their dip looks like that, when they grab their hips back, front.
Yep. If we want to work on someone's starting strength, so this is the strength that you use, coming out of the blocks in a sprint, just sprinting from that position off the line. So football player, just to recap for what we did today, first thing we did was a pause jerk. So that's where you're standing up with the bar, come down, pause, walk out. Second thing we did was a bottom up jerk. So you're starting out in your bottom position, straight up, walk out. These things are good for improving starting strength and improving that drive phase in the jerk. Next week on Milton Mondays, we'll start to talk about cleans.
Excellent. SST Milton Monday. See you next week.